Navajo is present. Honorable Carl Slater. Honorable Charlene So is excused. Honorable Edison J. Wanika.
I'm here.
Honorable Edison J. Wanika is present. Honorable Daniel Eso.
I'm here.
Honorable Daniel Eso is present. Chair, you have 4 members present.
Thank you, Ms. Chi. Otto, thank you, honorable committee members of the Health, Education, Human Services. Our guests haven't come in yet, committee members. But I just wanted, in that aspect, committee members, in yesterday's Gallup Independent, an article of which the reporter correspondent called me for a response. There's going to be a public hearing regarding the site selection for the Gallup Indian Medical Services Center. Remember the HES committee and Nabikia selected the Rehoboth site, and the site evaluations have occurred, and it would be a phase 2 of going forward in the construction. So that would occur on December 6th in Gallup, New Mexico. I wanted to put that on the calendar of the committee. And the other is I'm in communication with the Cuba Independent School Board to do a presentation to the student body. And we haven't nailed down a date, but it would be to, the main emphasis would be to, again, recognize the bus drivers that were featured on front page or the cover of Time magazine. And so we are I'll be in negotiations to present the concept. Main emphasis is to recognize the school and for their state grant award to do an indigenous curriculum development project that was funded through New Mexico State Department of Education. As well, I wanted the committee to address the student body about the importance of language usage and the retention. That would be the main reason as part of the Native American Heritage Month. So as we go on in the next few days, we'll nail down a specific date, and really like to have the committee go do that particular presentation. So it would be in coordination with the Nick College, because we have a prime example of L.A. Williams. When I first was on the council in the early 90s. She was a graduate of Fort Lewis College, and she knew very little Navajo. And at the time, I encouraged her to just listen and use as much as she could. And now, through the sports world, we know that she's quite bilingual now. That would be a prime example of what language acquisition and retention can do for individuals. So that's the intent and purposes, committee members. And of course, the presentation that Professor Honorable Paul Begay does about the aspects of the Navajo language. I'd like for the student body to hear that. And we would also make it available so that we have people to record it, and that can be used throughout all of Navajo land as we move forward. Committee members, just to highlight the continuing work of the committee. So please stay on the call. Miss Angelica Benali is trying to make contact to see if they're being delayed by the other aspects. Tele committee members, Honorable Paul Begay, Honorable Edison Wanika, Honorable Pernell Halona. And again, we're still waiting for contact with the Hunters Point boarding school on the site visit that was requested.
Chair, so that will be good.
Oh, yes.
Yes, thank you. Just a little comment, Mr. Chair, and Vice Chair Chanel, members of Health, Education, Human Services, and all those people that are listening, and our staff members, very dedicated staff members, working long hours. Nihizad Bayat Iki Nagaidet High School or Yahagi Higigin Koita Ashazabe Yashki Ahadil Ziz Arabic Kanata. Oh, Higigi Ice. Itashi Yato, I was like everybody else. You were naive. My language is Nihizadaki. Hate ego illido, hate ego the indo, hate ego bansa kesito. Don't then sit bazunda. On Nihizad. Somewhere along the way, and there is the Hanho Nihizad Behones. No. I don't that Beshiaho. I thought Zadi incident no. Zede Hahuile, Hadatin so Bakaida Nunchi, Ado Sotelson, Edin Nan Zedo, Hahojon, Arso, Nizade Yanski, Nizedo be Hahojon Dolis. Is it known as the Nestanko? Zabas's Kio, or Jish Gonzada, Atida Hot Ataban to the case, like Hanegi Savage Kojik. Hanne hon sakhe sigi eid kenchen go on the hazard bajt hat so be a beautiful language. So the nen lineage ye hat ziho. Ashinza o haljish. Some of a few that are chosen. Alelek ehdat, nchik ehdat. they adapt the language. They delay. I don't know go yeah that killer. For the most part, yeah. None. I didn't clean that hot essence. The net on he gave and leany. That's how intricate the language is. It's so specific, so specialized, so unique. Just kiddo be just chido the gi big just is the nahi john nessa. But ego baby kish the tino to the year go but he has soon got there. So hopefully to that's my other phone. What is this like a call. What I thought this case you get about this thing so should say even na yet rate the next college for years I just earlier and need to get even the account say I don't add I learned from the best schnittler. I learned from a code talker, Eddie Draper Sr. My first Navajo language teacher, Navajo language 1, Ado Navajo language 2, or that tag was case in the Navajo language 3. Ado Navajo translation transcription, but Edo Sadon Dilla. Ado the Nan Nizado Yaki Ede, but no Kinsliki. Conversational Navajo. Oya ti ego be oho ahgi. Digi is the hotel. Ado at least now rahgi the health. Health igi ne at least be any egi digi. Dictionary el ne lago. Be to add it khanash di kyon tra. Atrahisla. Dr. Evan Oswald or ya. El dictionary ide and the evangelistly. A transnational kion ko eido atrapan shishiko. Cause I see ye go a yashel no ban saskis. This thing we take for granted things that we already know, like our language. Dohojoban is the case. If you really think about it, you're all by yourself. Asatas dago. What does my language mean to me? I let out the nature. Man, it makes you feel so appreciative. You get emotional about it. So that's all. His no. That's the way I think about it. Reading and writing the language, speaking the language, interpreting, transcribing, conversating. Yeah, so hot this thing at the hot. I'm always willing to do that. Your openness, and sharing my language, I enjoy that. It gives me great pride and gives me, it energizes my soul. Anyway, had these things, I should say, Honorable Chair Daniel. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Master. So even the trails that we walked, I had a good relationship with Dr. Oswald Warner. At the time, he was department chair at Northwestern University. And sent some master's degree students to certain chapters in the 90s, and Torreon accepted. I think at the same time, Shiprock chapter had also sign where they did research. And Dr. Oswald Warner is in a retirement home in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Quite up in the years and age. So, great. A lot of change, but we have other folks that have really grown. With Ayla, committee members. Miss Angelita Benali, did you get a hold of Mr. Peter Nance?
Yes, I did, and that the group that, the sponsors that are coming over, that is, they're in Gallup.
Oh,
So he said it won't be 40 minutes until.
oh dear. Committee members, are you willing to wait another 40 minutes?
Delegate McGee, I'm fine with it. Thank you. Not me, Chair. This is Delegate Wanika.
Was she, Honorable Halona? He's double tasking. Our group still in Gallup. Are you busy? Need to do other things?
There's so Delegate McGee.
Oh,
So, sorry to apologize for interrupting, but if they're still in Gallup, you know, it might take more than what we're saying. So, yeah, I do have some other things to do right now also.
Hukushi.
So, yeah,
I guess in that respect, then, we'll do a travel request for the, public hearing that will occur at, on respective of the site selection for Rehoboth. We'll attend that public hearing. And the other would be the travel, authorization to Cuba, New Mexico to address the Cuba Independent School District student body as part of the Native American Heritage Month function. Again, on Navajo language acquisition and retention, value of it. With Ayla, and then I'm also inviting the Net College personnel to also accompany the committee. The other is, I just received an email from Dr. Elmer Guy. They applied to the Commission on Higher Learning, and an evaluation team will be at NTU on Monday, starting at 8 a.m. He invited the committee to come if they was any way possible, committee members. And that would be, what they're doing is they want to offer a doctorate in Navajo language. So that's should say Honorable Paul Begay, there's a prime program for you. Be Dr. Paul Begay. So committee members, if we could, if you wish to travel to NTU, and then for sure we'll show up for the presentation at the Gallup, the Cuba Independent School District, and then the Gallup Indian Medical Center. With ALA committee members. Do you want the chair to go ahead and just request approval for those dates? Special meeting and travel. And then, once we act on it, we'll go and just adjourn. But Helena and I will remain here to meet with the folks from people that would be presenting inhalers to certain Navajo Nation schools with ALA committee members.
Delegate Gay.
Oh, Che, go ahead.
Thank you, Chair. Members of Health Education Human Services. Yes, I'd be interested in going to NTU and this
Okay.
important.
Okay, so Ms. Benali, let's do the travel request to go to NTU on Monday the 14th. And then second one would be to the Cuba Independent School District. I just received a new update that they would facilitate our presentation and our visit. So, no, we could schedule it later. Perhaps the 18th. So I'll forward the request from Dr. Guy to Ms. Angelita Benali, and then from there she can fill out the travel request. For the Commission on Higher Learning would be to NTU on the 14th. And then the Cuba one, I'm still trying to locate that email. And for sure, the December 6th one, that's date is pretty much firm. Okay. After Thanksgiving, how about November 28, 29 for the Cuba Independent School District visit? The 29th would be best. November 29th. If you could do that, committee members. So,
Delegate Gay, 29th is fine with me.
Okoshi, good. And Honorable Halona, it's good for them, for him. And it's good for me, so, committee members. But Ayla, and of course, December 6th. And then we'll still try to find a date for the special meeting to address, education issues with the BOSPA, with the Board of Education, and with, BIE, Navajo Region. With that, those designation, the chair is open for a motion to adjourn. Adjourn. Motion to adjourn by Honorable Halona,
Second, Delegate Gay.
second by Honorable, Delegate Paul Begay. Motion to adjourn, fails, no discussion, no debate. Ms. Chi, could we, the roll call vote?
Chair, roll call vote for adjournment. Honorable Paul Begay Jr., how do you vote?
Delegate Paul Gay votes green.
Honorable Paul Begay Jr. votes green. Honorable Panal Halona, how do you vote?
One vote green.
Honorable Panal Halona votes green. Honorable Carl Slater, how do you vote? Honorable Charlene So is excused. Honorable Edison J. Wanika, how do you vote?
Green.
Honorable Edison J. Wanika votes green. Chair, you have 3 in favor, 0 opposed, 1 not voting. Charlene So is excused, and Chair not voting.
Thank you. So, committee members, we are in adjournment. One more late, I had, Manuel Rico develop a petition for the special session on November 16th, starting at 10 a.m. with the main, legislation. Legislation would be, selecting a new speaker. The 5-day comment period would be over on the 14th. But, the next real good available date would be the 16th. And I text everybody on our big text this morning regarding that. I didn't hear any objections, so that's how come we're proceeding with that petition. I signed it already, and I don't know if Halona's already signed it. And Halona's already signed it, so if we could get email confirmation, it will really help. We need 13 signatures by 9:50 on November 15th for that special session to proceed. With ALA committee members, we are, and take care of yourself. Okay, those at Tele, committee members and staff, please take care of yourselves. Appreciate your attention to the work of the committee, and to all the folks on the call. Thank you for being on the call. We are adjourned.